Welcome back, people. Now today I've got to talk about a certain subject, and it's a subject that is very serious. I see a lot of people online talking about it, Basically, a lot of people will be talking about opening their third eye. I've even had associates ask me or tell me they're looking to open their third eye. First of all, opening your third eye is not like going to the Chinese and ordering special fried rice. It's not like going to the cinema to watch a film. Like, it's serious, you know what I mean? I know it sounds nice to open your third eye. You might have heard things like, you can heal people and you can see certain things that people can't see. In the fourth dimension, because that's what opening your third eye is, so you can see into the fourth dimension. So it's something that people feel that, it will give them certain like superhuman powers, like Superman, given the same type of powers that you have in the dream world, but here. But people, that's cool, that sounds great. But you have to understand that everything has an opposite. And opening your third eye is a serious thing. Yeah, it has an opposite. They don't promote that. People don't promote it. So imagine if you was like just someone that was just hardly had any knowledge, but you watched a couple films and you thought, that opening your third eye would be a good thing, whether you're trying to watch videos to do it, meditation, or actually go to see someone, because there's people out there that have got certain herbs and stuff like that that will actually help stimulate the pineal gland to open your third eye, you know what I'm saying? But people don't talk about the dark side of it. There's a dark side to everything. In the fourth dimension, you will be seeing certain entities. You'll be seeing things that you have no knowledge of. And that's the key word. You see, just like anything out here, you have to train yourself for it. Like, even though you might be able to drive a car, it doesn't mean you can drive a bus. Do you understand? That's why they don't just let people with driving license just be able to drive a bus or a train. I say bus because bus is more like a car, if anything. Train's a different thing altogether. So you're going to need actual training for that. The reason why I'm talking about these people, because it's very dangerous. That there's actual videos on how to open your third eye. It's very dangerous, because you got people out here that are actually selling this. And that's what makes it dangerous. Because if you're selling this as a product, you're not really thinking about, I would, you understand? I would, but some people are not going to really think about the downside of it. They're just going to promote it as a package and sell it to you. And wait for their returns, wait for their bank account to build up, you know what I mean? So that's what makes it dangerous. Like, it's just like, for example, certain youths, when they were younger, they would go and do something crazy, like decide to go and do some Ouija board, you know what I mean? And it has devastating effects. What I suggest you do, because I can't tell you what to do, but I can suggest the safe option if you want to open your third eye, is knowledge. Have knowledge of the beings that you might see. Have knowledge of the dark side of the things that happens when you open your third eye. Just like shamans, and people that expel demons, they have to get involved in the spirit world and learn about the spirit world for them to be able to expel demons. you know, and fix certain people, right? So that's very important. The knowledge is always the key, as we know. But it's very important that you get the knowledge before you open your third eye. You just can't say to yourself, yo, I'm just going to open my third eye. Me personally, I feel that if you haven't even got a quarter of my knowledge, I wouldn't even try it. Me personally, I wouldn't even bother with it. Me, if you're going to ask me if I want my third eye open, now, you know, people say if you open your third eye, you can do certain things like heal people and walk on water and stuff like that, yeah. And other talents, super hearing, super sight. Me personally, I'm not really trying to open my third eye. I'm trying to let it happen naturally. Is my third eye open now? In some cases, I could maybe say yes. But we get to that in another video, okay? So, me personally, like I just said, I like it to happen naturally. A natural process, you know. When my brain gets to that level, but don't get confused. I feel, say, imagine my eyes right now was the third eye. I think I'm about, like, check this closely, I'm about here. I'm about here. My third eye squinting. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, me personally, I'd rather do it naturally. Let it be like a natural process. Because think about what I just said. You're going to need knowledge. Or you're going to burn out. You understand? You're going to burn out. Just like putting the wrong battery in a car. If you go and put a moped battery in the car, in a 4x4, a moped battery, what's going to happen to it? It's going to burn out. Why? Because it's not the right size. It's the components are not, you know, it's not the right size. It's going to burn out, and that's what's going to happen to you. Now, I'm not saying to you to be shook and not open your third eye. At the end of the day, you can do what you want to do. But I'm just going to give you my opinion, Pinero's mind. That's the whole point of this. I'm going to give you my opinion because I've had people ask me. Now, maybe other people want to do it that I know. And they might think, you know what, they're a bit too embarrassed to ask me or whatever. So they might just find this video and think first. I'm not saying you not to do it. I'm just telling you to make sure that you have got knowledge of certain things. Because there's certain beings out there that you might not want to see. And they might make your heart stop. Have knowledge of them. You know, have an understanding of them. You know what I'm trying to say? You're entering a whole different situation. You know, you can hear people's thoughts. You can know what people are thinking. Different levels of it, obviously. It's like everything. You know, because you still have to stimulate your pineal gland when you open it. So, make sure you don't burn yourself out. And I'm going to tell you something now. People like, is this third eye thing real and whatnot? Now, I'm not going to say too much and use certain key words, but think about people in certain places where they put people that are, you know, no disrespect, but I just don't want to use certain key words because I've noticed when you talk about anything medical on here, they don't like it, you understand? They think like you're trying to impose certain things on people. So, you know, those people, they're not actually, you know, mad. Like, use your common sense with it. Like, I know a female, good 10, 15 years ago that used to work in a place like that. And the things that she's telling me is that most of the people that was there used to see things. You have to understand, you know. Some people can open their third eye by accident. You know? Self-induced. Alcohol, rugs. You know, if you've heard the stories, I know you must have heard the story, even if it's not someone in your family, someone you know. This person smoked this for the first time and that happened, and they went in there, they seen things, and right. But what do people do, as in the GOV? They throw them in there because they don't want you to know the truth. Come on, man. Let's make sense of this. The people that they say are no disrespect, because I've got to talk a certain way on here, right? They throw them in there. The people that claim that they see things. This person came to talk to me last night and I see this and I saw that. They get thrown in there. People that talk to themselves. Now, I'm not trying to say that every single one of them has had their third eye open. I'm not saying that at all, so don't get misconstrued. But I'm saying that there's a possibility that a lot of them have. And they burnt out. It was too much for them to handle. They see too much, and then that's what makes them look a certain way, start not taking care of themselves. There's too much for them to handle. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's too much for them to handle, and that's why they end up like that. So people, I know I was going to do a quick video, but you know, it goes like this sometimes. Knowledge is the key. If you're going to do it, knowledge of a lot of different things when it comes to beings and entities and stuff like that, you're going to need that. Just so when you see it, you know what it is, what you're looking at. You understand? You look at something and you catch a heart attack. Or you look at something, you start talking to it and it just flips your whole mind upside down because you don't even realize your whole Pandora's box has been opened on you, and it's like you can't handle it. It's a lot to take in. We have to have breaks of doing, not these videos, but you know, the other videos and whatnot, and the research. You know what I mean? We have to have breaks because I will burn myself out if I don't have breaks. And that's just on this stuff. So people, just know what you're meddling with. You know what I'm saying? Because the spirit world is not to be effed around with. You can mess with it, but know your levels. Just like my friend Foxy, she does her thing, but she doesn't do certain things. Do you understand? Because she knows that there's a dark side to this thing. So she just does that side of it. You understand? So you have to know what you're doing out here. But people, I hope you've took this in. If you've got any friends that feel like opening their third eye, suggest that you send them this video. I could have went much deeper, but I'm really trying to make these videos short, and this video didn't end up being short. I apologize. So people, be safe out there, man. Spirit world is real. It's not a joke, and some of these entities are no joke. Okay? All right, peace.